What's good, Plumboro? I'm Drew Bartow, alongside my co-host, Mike Devine.
What's going on?
And Justin Newman.
What up, Plum?
And of course, show producer, the one and only Big Cat.
Good evening.
We aim to entertain and educate more than 3 Plum residents by debating some of the trending topics in the borough, from school board and council happenings to business openings, conspiracy theories, and everything in between. Welcome to the Sour Plums podcast, friends. Now, this week in opening banter, I kind of want to start a little differently. We had a Facebook contest, guys, for 8 members to join us, 8 fans to join us in a fantasy football league. I know we have a lot of shit talkers on this panel already, but I think we've been joined by a few others, and I'm going to announce the winners here live on the show. We have a Brittany Bauer, who was actually with Amelia's at one point, right, Mike?
She was
where we know her from. Mario Francesco, jack of all trades.
Master of none, especially fantasy.
Good to know. Jimmy McBride, of course, he snuck in there with his juvenile guess of 469 and got in
God
there.
Help us.
Danielle Bages, who, let's be honest, she's already talking some shit on our Facebook page, so we welcome that. We'll make that right soon enough. We also have another Devine brother, Mark Devine. Which of the three of you is
Mama
the best?
Devine's second favorite.
Which of the three is the best fantasy player, Mike?
Probably Mario.
Mario?
It's not Mark. I'll tell you that. It's not Mark.
That's good to know, too.
There's Mario, me, like 6,000 other people, and then Mark.
Okay. That's good. And then we have Jimmy Garris. He won't hear this, but that's okay. We'll tell him offline. Then we have my mom, Karen Barta, which will be devastating if I lose to her in any form or fashion. I will resign. I will retire from fantasy sports.
God, I hope that happens.
What was your mom's vote? What was your mom's guess?
489. She was like 46 off. There were 443 cards in the box. That was the contest. Good catch, Big Cat. That was the contest on Facebook was how many cards, football cards, are in this box, and there were 443. So everybody was within 50 that made the top 8. And of course, James Lawson was number 8. So we welcome James to the podcast. And I want to announce, guys, you guys know this, but not everybody does yet. We do have 2 prize sponsors already. We're looking to add more, but we have 2 prize sponsors for the Fantasy Football League. We have Salute Beer Distributor. They're going to donate $200 worth of gift cards. And also, yeah, that's awesome. They were so kind to do that. And they're also going to become a full-time sponsor here in September. And then we also have Sports Cards every month, who will be donating a pen box, multiple packs of cards, rookies inside of it. So there's going to be great for card collectors. So if we have any card collectors in our league, that'll be great for them. So how you guys feeling about the league?
I'm looking forward to winning that.
Yeah, you think that's going to happen?
I'm looking forward to beating Justin.
We know that's not going to happen.
Justin, you're in charge of this. We're gonna get this all ready to go this week. Yep. Justin will get together and we'll get the invites out. So we're looking forward to it. We'll follow along on the show and on Facebook all year long.
It's going to be really fun. For
absolutely.
4 months. It's going to be fun.
So what are we drinking tonight, boys?
I'm boring tonight. I got into this kick
tonight
with Tang. with
Jess tells me you're boring every night, but that's besides.
That's most nights. But I just was walking in the grocery store. I found Tang, and I bought it. And I'm on a Tang kick now. And I'm just drinking Tang.
I think Big Cat inspired you with the Nesquik, so you went back to your childhood and got some
nostalgic
Tang.
drink.
My kids tried it for the first time, and that's all they drink now.
Tang was amazing when I was a kid. I remember loving drinking Tang.
Still is.
Tang.
I remember seeing Al Bundy eat a Tang sandwich on Married with Children. I've never had Tang, but I had some quick before the show.
Of course you did.
Hopped up on the queue.
I'm going with my favorite Ciroc, as usual.
As usual. I've got an American Pale Ale from Old Thunder, actually, and it's called Wasted Talent, which is appropriate for this show.
Huh.
I think
the shoe fits.
And my daughters, this is dedicated to my daughters because it has a flamingo rocking a guitar on it, and they're very, very big fans of flamingos. So yeah, that's why we're drinking that tonight. I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Thank you to Continental Comb, Tresco Concrete, the Jen Mascaro Real Estate Team, and the Lulo's Pizzeria. Continental Comb Barbershop, a traditional barbershop servicing the area since 1973. Up to date on all the new styles and cuts. Call 412-795-7555 and mention Sour Plums for $5 off any service.
Tresco Concrete, the best concrete products on the market. Ready-mix concrete delivered to your door, guaranteed to get hard or your money back. And as always, their concrete is all natural, no supplements, and always 100% Viagra-free.
The Jen Mascaro team proudly supports the Sour Plums podcast. When it comes to selling your home promptly and at peak value, look no further than the expertise of the Jen Mascaro team. With over a decade of industry experience, we guarantee to guide you seamlessly through the process. For personalized assistance, contact us at 412-607-6318 or email jen.mascaro@cbrealty.com.
Lilulo's Pizzeria, serving up quality food, good grace, and burnt pizza since 2016. Local and woman-owned, located at 415 Unity Center Road in Plum. Call 412-795-1229 and mention Sour Plums for 10% off your order of $10 or more. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Jumping right into Plum Problems. A couple tonight. First one, this isn't really a Plum problem, but we talked about the Olympics on the last show, actually maybe the last two shows. One event stood out to me, and if you gave all of us a year, bills were paid, mortgage was paid, all we had to do was focus on this one sport. I'm not saying we'd win gold, but I am saying we would contend. Handball. Have you seen this? We could do it.
It's like basketball and soccer combined, kind of.
Yeah, it's like water polo without the water.
I don't feel that we have that. I feel like you're making it seem a little bit easier than it really is.
It's not hard.
It's you think within a year you would be at Olympic level handballer within a year.
Like it's
in
like
your current shape.
Listen, first of all, round is a shape. Okay, so all right, but listen, all you're doing is running 20 feet and throwing a ball and jumping and twisting your arm. I could do that. I might need Tommy Johns when we're done, but I could do it.
Tommy Johns,
Plural, not singular.
both arms.
You never know. I could shoot. I'm ambidextrous. I can go both ways on the court.
Oh, there you go. You save yourself.
Edit.
Oh, you want my help now?
Mike, I don't think there's a single Olympic sport that any of us could within a year be Olympic level. I'm trying to be realistic. Justin, what do you feel about? I feel like you're realistic, but
So a year of just nothing but that's all we do all day, every day. I still don't think that's still enough time for us to be an Olympic level athlete. Like, I'm an athlete, but I'm not saying I'm going to compete I could compete in the Olympics in a year at anything.
no, I think I'll go back to this though, Mike. I'll say this. I don't even think we could get into that shape for like a hot dog eating contest. That level of athlete. Like I know you think that's
I'm already in
the
that shape.
I think you're in that shape, but I still don't think you could get to that level where you would compete on that stage. That takes work, time that we don't have. Even if we did have a year, that's not enough.
No,
But that's what I'm saying. If we have the resources to take care of all of our responsibilities, and our focus is on this sport, we could do it.
Big Cat, give us your.
And if you don't want to, I'll find other guys.
Oh, you're already dogging us. We're already
I don't
out.
know about handball, but give me a year. I bet I could podium for breakdancing.
Okay, all right.
I wish you all could see Big Cat breakdancing for us on camera right now.
That's just for you guys.
We're so lucky.
I don't know, Mike. I don't think we agree with you, Mike. I think you're on an island here.
Yeah, you're on an island on this one.
Well,
buddy.
I think you're wrong. So, all right. Well, you guys can be wrong.
We'll see you in a year.
Next two, I
We'll
have
see you
two
in a
more.
year.
No, I have stuff to do right now. I have to pay my bills, so I can't train to prove you wrong. Unless you want to pay my bills, I'll show you. And we actually have 4 years at this point.
It's a valid point.
That's true.
Yeah.
48-year-old handballer Justin Hammond. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Damn.
All right, moving on. I don't know which HOA said this, and I don't want to call any HOA out, but there are a few things going on right now in Plum. I want to talk about two of them. So, as you all know, the Oakmont Country Club is hosting the U.S. Open next year, 2025. And the last time it was here, into the Plum community, people are renting their homes. The closer to the course, the better. But there is some community in Plum, I don't know which one, that is now telling their residents in the HOA that they cannot rent their house out for the U.S. Open. Houses are going for 20 to 30 grand or more for the week. It's not chump change. Like there's this pretty significant amount of money. And I don't know all the details of what's going on. It was on somebody's thread that this is happening, but where do you stand on this?
I think that's bullshit. It's my house. I will do what I want in my own house. You're not going to tell me what I can and can't do. That's why I don't live anywhere with an HOA, or because I can't afford to live anywhere with an HOA. So, either way.
But if you have the HOA, so like I said, I don't know all the details, but the one thing I did hear was that this community, whatever one it is, last time they were allowed, and there were people that did it, and they just changed something in the bylaws that says now they can't.
Were there any issues? I mean, do we know that? Like, is there a backstory to this? Do we know that these people came and rented this house and wrecked the neighborhood, or they're up till what did anything happen? If nothing happened, what's the difference between you own the house? What's the difference between actually getting paid to have people come stay that are going to be in the golf tournament versus your crazy drunk Uncle Ricky coming over and staying for a month and being an asshole? Like, what's the difference, right? Like, I don't understand how they can tell you that when you own the house. I know it's the HOA, but I don't know. I have to feel there's something more to this. Why they would say no this time, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're just kind of trying to be, on a power trip. I don't know.
Yeah, my guess would be you're spending 20 or 30 grand for a week. You're not a 20-year-old guy who's going to party.
You're not having a rager.
Porch.
It's not like you're having teenagers come over and destroy your house and like loud music is happening. It's professional golfers, so we know that it's not going to be some rando. Like, you could have Tiger freaking Woods in your neighborhood. Like, do you know how much publicity that would bring to your development if you're trying to sell a home? Tiger Woods stayed here last year, or one of those other random golfers that I can't.
I don't think it's just the golfers that are staying. I think these people are renting out too.
Yeah, like families, it's families, people that work. Fans. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe someone filed a petition because they were butthurt that no one wanted to rent out their dumpy house.
It's actually not a bad theory.
Possible. Very possible.
If I can't get a rental, no one can get a rental.
I don't know.
Well, whoever's out there making these decisions, just think about what it can do for this community. I mean, if you think about what it can do for that single family, 20 or 30 grand, like I said, in 1 week, that's a lot of money. Now, I have heard if you do rent your house out, I mean, you have to completely empty it. So you have to essentially move out, put all your stuff in storage. It's a big undertaking, but what are you going to spend, like $2,000 to get everything moved out of your house into storage for a week and then
make
back
10
in?
times that? Yeah,
it's worth it. So, and then the last one here, last Plum problem. This was a good one, and I think I even commented on this post that this would be a topic on the Sour Plums podcast this week. My issue with this is the bigger issue than what actually was written on this post. But somebody posed the question: I have a groundhog. If I capture it, what do I do with it once I have it in the cage? Which is a legit, honest question. This quickly became animal activists versus kill them, right? Like there was no in between. And the question simply was, what? Like they really didn't know what to do, and everybody was telling them how they should capture it, where they should relocate it. Some people were saying just put a 22 in its face, kill it, right? Everything in between. But the bigger issue to me is that everybody with a computer feels that everybody else has to know your opinion. Like, everybody gets an opinion. I get that.
Yeah.
But when you have a keyboard in front of you, everybody feels that everybody has to know your opinion. And if they don't agree with you, you are going to ram it down their throat until they do.
And it's the extreme. You do get some good feedback on those posts, like legitimately good feedback. But for some reason, the louder voices and the ones that seem like they're screaming are the people who are like, don't ever hurt a groundhog. Bring it to me. I'll make it my pet, which is extreme, versus, oh, shoot it with a shotgun 20 feet from kids that are playing in a backyard. Like, it's so extreme. We can't just have, like, but there was some really good feedback on that post, but it gets thrown to the bottom of the pile with all of these extreme opinions on it. And hey, I've actually had this problem in my past, and we caged the groundhog and we drove it away and we let it out. And then we had somebody come in to help us try to prevent it again, because these damn things might not be the same one. They come back year after year after year once they have a home there. So, whether it's the scent of a groundhog, whatever that might be.
Ode to Groundhog?
Yeah. Was that a movie? No, that was Scent of a Woman. Oh, okay. Either way. But yeah, I there's some good advice on those pages, but you're right, Mike. Everybody has the extreme opinions come out, and that's the problem with the world, though. You always had this before the internet. You always had people who had crazy opinions, but now they're there for everybody to see. I don't know.
I catch it in my coat. I'm going to smack it with a hammer. That was from Christmas Vacation, before you all get your panties in a bunch.
Actually a Christmas movie, so that's fine.
Exactly. A real Christmas movie.
Yes. Good cat.
So when I saw that post,
rodent.
My big cat versus big rodent. When I saw it, my first instinct is, well, relocate it to a wooded area off the beaten path. Just get rid of it if you've already trapped it. I understand why someone would want to dispatch the animal, so to speak, but I don't want to read about it or read about like the cruel ways to do it. It's one thing if you have to eliminate some rodent on your land or any animal on your land. It's one thing to say that or have to do that, but to like torture is where I draw the line.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
You've trapped it already.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to poison it too.
Or if
Right.
you're gonna get rid of it, take it somewhere else to get rid of it, right? You don't you don't do it in your backyard. In your backyard, you're in Plum. Like if we have you have neighbors within several feet of you. You gotta be smart about this shit.
We had a coyote right in the middle of the day one year, actually like probably a year or two ago, and I did call the police and I said, I don't know if this is like a diurnal animal or not, or nocturnal. So what's to look for?
You choose a very big word, and I was
shocked.
caught off guard.
I've never heard you use a word so big in my life. Diurnal.
Oh, suck a dick. How's that word? Is that big enough?
That's more Mike.
That's
more Mike.
Mike. That's a Mike Divine line right there.
There he is.
Now he's
Brought it
back.
right back. But I asked him. I said, should this be out during the day? Because I thought maybe it was like rabbit or whatever. I was like, can I shoot it? And he said, you cannot discharge a firearm in Allegheny County in your yard. Which I kind of knew, but I thought there was maybe some rules around it. He's like, what are you going to shoot it with? Like a BB gun? I was like, oh, like an AR? And he's like, please don't do that.
Jesus.
I was like, I'll aim down over the hill, but he's like, no, please don't do that. So you cannot shoot any firearm in your yard at any animal, whether it has rabies or not. So don't do that. That's our PSA for the week.
See, this is an educational program. We say that at the top of the show. We say it's educational.
Justin, get us out of here.
Oh, is it time to introduce something new, gentlemen?
It is not.
Oh,
It is not actually. It is not
I'm
actually.
excited.
It is not.
Got me excited.
No.
No. Actually,
No, it is not. It is actually. Mike,
that was the
Mike.
That was the equivalent. That was the equivalent of that TikTok trend. Just give me
Give
my,
money.
Hey, Drew, tell us what's good in the hood.
Mike, I'm happy to be joined tonight by Fred Lucas. Fred is the president of Plum Area Youth Soccer, with the Plum Kick-Off Classic set to begin the night after this episode drops, from August 23rd through the 25th. We wanted to learn more about Fred's involvement and what first-timers can expect to experience. Fred, thank you for joining Sour Plums.
Oh, my pleasure. I just wanted to say that you guys are talking about something new. Well, that's not me. I've been around a long time.
Well, let's get right on that, Fred. So you're the president of Plum Area Youth Soccer. Now, how long have you served in that role, and what all does it encompass? In-house, indoor, travel, all of the above?
All of the above. I've been president since 1995. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long run. But I couldn't do it without the good people we got involved with us and helping me out and stuff like that. So I actually got on the board in 1991. I was special projects. It was a new position that they created, and I went into that. My first job was building the concession stand up there. So, and I missed a meeting here or there, but I missed a meeting in June of 1995 and got elected president, and never missed a meeting since. Didn't know what they were going to drag me into after that. So yeah, it's been a good run. It's been a good run. It's up for the kids. So it's been really, really nice. I'm involved with all parts of the club. I don't run any of it. I just make sure everybody does. So, and we got such good people that you just can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. They're there for the right reason. We added a new program this spring. We're putting a top soccer program in. That's for disadvantaged kids. And a guy named Chris Duffy is going to run it for us. So it's a board position now too. We actually have 28 people on our board of directors. So it's a good group.
As you all know, last week was the 1 year anniversary of the Rustic Ridge tragedy that happened and kind of shook the community. But that hit Plum Soccer a little harder than most. Can you tell us about the people that were involved with Plum Soccer that we lost that day?
Well, I mean, there's not enough words to describe how good these guys were that passed away. Now, I did not know Casey or Keegan, but Paul Orovitz, Kevin Sabunia, Mike Thomas, Heather Thomas, all big parts of our organization. You know, Paul and Kevin, the kids had aged out of the program, but their wives let them keep coming up and helping us out. Paul and Kevin were both former tournament directors. So you didn't even have to ask those guys. They'd come up and help out. We do a cookout every spring for all the in-house kids playing. We do coaches game. They're up there helping out with everything. And even the tournament. I mean, they were up there every tournament, helping out whatever needed to do. So it was a rough blow. It was a rough blow for the community, but it was a really rough blow for us. We miss them a lot. We miss a lot. There was never a time I heard any of them say no. Mike was a big help too. He was on our board for 3 years. His daughter played soccer. Funny story about Mike. I remember when his daughter first started playing U6. Mike was a football guy from Morningside. He signed her up. And I say, hey, Mike, your daughter's up here playing soccer with us. He goes, that's only going to last 1 year. She'll be dancing or something next year. Well, here she is in high school, Central Catholic, still playing soccer. So, I mean, he didn't have no choice. And he became a part of us. Now, I know Mike cared about all the sports organizations in the community, but maybe it was just us. We felt he did a little bit more for us, but maybe they all did too. He was just a really, really good guy. They all were. They're all very, very missed. We'll never forget any of them. It was tough. It was tough.
Thank you for sharing that, Fred. That's a touching story. I wasn't aware of any of that until Mike had brought it up in our pre-show discussion. So thank you for sharing that. There's no easy transition away from that, but I do want to talk about the Plum Kick-Off Classic. And I know that's a big deal here in Plum. It's not just in Plum. It's a big deal in kind of the tri-state area, right? I mean, you got teams from West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania. So how many years has that been going on? And what makes it so special?
What you said first, I go to PA West meetings as president of Plum Soccer. So I'll be down on the south side. I'll be in the North Hills. Anybody that meets me finds out I'm from Plum. Oh, the Kick-Off Classic. So it's known all over. And I tell a lot of people this too. A lot of people that come to this tournament, that's the only time of the year or their first time ever in Plum. So that's how they see Plum Borough. So we try and do a good job. This year, we're going to have 298 teams. They're all guaranteed 3 games, plus playoffs if you make it that far. So a lot of games going on that weekend.
So you said 298 teams, Fred. What age divisions are those?
Okay, U9 through U15. Now, there is divisions in soccer, but for the benefit of our tournament, we have bronze, silver, and gold that they can play in each age group, boys and girls. I do the scoreboards. Mike has seen them up there. I do them by hand because we wait to the last minute and you can't really get them printed and all that stuff. I have 33 scoreboards. So that's how many championships there'll be Sunday night. Big event.
Wow. I know Mike and Justin, do you both have kids involved in it this year?
Yep. It'll be my 6th year with a kid in it. This is Kenyon's 4th, and Deuce did it for 2 years.
Good for you.
This is Lily's 4th year, and this is Penny's 2nd year. And so Penny actually holds a Kick-Off Classic record. Fred, do you remember what that is?
There's so many records in my head, I'll tell you.
Well, Penny is the first 8-year-old to get 2 yellow cards and ejected from a game and suspended.
Oh, daddy's girl.
How do you feel, Fred? How do you feel that the state of Plum soccer is now compared to, 20 years ago or so? It seems to have grown quite significantly, right?
I grew up in Plum. Actually, both my parents graduated from Plum High School, and there was no Plum around then. We really didn't care. We didn't care about soccer. We had enough other sports. I actually played baseball growing up, but my kids were young, wanted to get involved with something, and they were 4 years old, brought a flyer home from kindergarten. I say, ain't going to hurt them to go up there and run around for a couple of years till they get on up for baseball or hockey. Well, they like soccer. So if they're involved, I'm involved. So I still coach a team. I have a team in over 19, Greater Pittsburgh Soccer League, Plum Mustangs. Wow, look, it's great. Even when my 2 sons were in high school, I used to read articles in the paper, and they always referred to Plum as a perennial power. We had a couple soft years, but I mean, for the last 4 or 5 years, Plum High School, boys and girls, are always right there at the end. Great coaching, and of course, they got great kids sent to our program to them, and we realize that. Our goal has always been to put the best Plum high school team together. A lot of people go into cup soccer. That's great. But your cup team isn't going to play for Plum High School. It's better you play with your Plum kids. You can do that too, but it's better you play in Plum because you're going to be touching the ball with them in high school. It's great. It's great. Our organization, I think when I first became president, we were almost at 200. We have 800 families involved in Plum Area Soccer right now. In-house and travel. We have 20 travel teams, boys and girls, for this coming fall.
Wow. Now, I got to believe there's some first-timers in that group this year, Fred, for the Kick-Off Classic especially. Any tips you have on navigating that? Because I know maybe parking's a situation. Any tips on navigating that for the first-time families?
Well, as far as parking and stuff like that goes, if you ever came up to that parking's really, you'd be surprised because we have people dedicated to that. See, the way we run that. Oh, let me say this real quick. So it's our 27th year as a Plum Kick-Off Classic, but it was for 8 years before that, it was the Monroeville Kick-Off Classic. So I was a new president. Our teams used to go over to Monroeville and play in this, and it was eight or nine people in Monroeville Soccer Club did this for 8 years. They got burned out, and nobody wanted to step up. So the president at the time calls me. He says, "Hey, Fred, we're not going to do the tournament anymore." I said, "What? That's a shame. All the Plum teams come over there." And he goes, "Do you guys want it?" So I went to our next board meeting. I say, "Hey, Monroeville's not going to do it anymore. Do we want it?" One of our guys, a guy named Joe Paradise, he says, "Yeah, we'll do it." And so, but we did it different. We decided to get the teams involved, split the profits with the teams, and as long as they help with the volunteer numbers and all that stuff. I think we have 1,150 volunteer hours just leading up to this tournament. So that's how many parents and people are putting time into this. So we started out with under 100 teams and steadily build it up, just like the club. My advice would be just come up and have fun. Have fun. And don't just watch your game. Go walk around and watch the other teams playing. It's an experience. It's an experience. Parking's no problem. They get you in, they get you out. We got people everywhere. And the fire department helps us out. I'm going to say about the borough too. Dave Sabosley, everybody involved with the borough. They really help us out a lot. John Schultz, all the borough workers. We couldn't do this on our own.
Fun fact, last year, my volunteer shift was driving the golf carts. It's my favorite shift.
Best shift ever.
How many tips did you get, Mike? Dollar tips.
Actually, a few people asked me, and I said, if you want to give a tip, just go give it to the concession stand, donate it to the program. But the one guy I drove, I cannot remember for the life of me what his name was. But as we were driving from the bottom up to the top fields, he was telling me the story of how he used to run this tournament when it was still in Monroeville.
Okay, yeah. He must be old.
He was definitely older than I am.
Well, Fred, before we give you back some of your night here, where can the people of Plum with future soccer stars learn more about Plum Area Youth Soccer Organization?
Go to plumsoccer.org. We have a guy named Chris Washcheck that handles our website. And if you ever go on that, it's a beautiful website. There's nothing you won't be able to find out about us if you go on that website. And we encourage everybody to do that. Even if you don't play soccer, stop up, check it out. It's a community event. We have food trucks. Anything you need is going to be up there. Games for the kids.
I was blown away that, it's been here forever. And all these it's been here. I'd never gone up to see it. And then my daughter started playing in it. And I was just absolutely blown away at how well run it is. Fred, you just mentioned Chris Washtek. As you know, I coach with him, and I saw him last night actually at I don't know if it was an end of season party or a season kickoff party, but either way, told him we were going to be having you on tonight, and he said, make sure you ask him about the raccoons. He wouldn't elaborate. He said, ask you about the raccoons.
Well, since you're not with the borough, you used to be at the school district. Hey, I'm an easygoing guy, and I love animals, so I can't chase them away. There's animals back there. There's probably 50 turkeys behind the house. Deer come, possums, groundhogs.
Call back.
So, Yeah, they're all back there. They're all back there. I did give Mike a suggestion about what to do with the raccoons earlier, but he can share it or not with you. Oh, with the groundhogs.
He said, "Give it to Granny, clamp it to cook them."
It was a pleasure being on with you guys. This is kind of nice. I'll get the word out about the podcast. So,
Fred, that's
Appreciate
the nicest thing anybody's ever said about our show. This is kind of nice. Like, so we're gonna use that a lot. Thank you so much for joining us, Fred. I appreciate it.
no problem. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Have a great night, Fred.
Thanks, Fred.
All right, Newman. I heard through the grapevine that you're ready to launch a new segment. Is that true?
Oh, yes, it sure is. Are we ready, boys?
Been waiting.
No. I
Forever.
mean, yes.
This new segment of mine is called The Minority Report.
What's that mean, Justin?
That means that only a minority people know about certain things, but the majority should know.
Only a minority of people. Okay.
Yes.
I got you. Gosh, I
Yes.
just had to clear that up for everyone listening.
Clarity is key.
Yes.
So tonight, the inaugural Minority Report. Gentlemen, what do we know about pedicures?
They have to do with the feet.
Correct.
All right, 1 for 1.
Mike?
I probably know more than I want to know because I actually just drove my 2 girls to get pedicures today. But could you elaborate? What more do you want to know about a pedicure?
So it's not that I want to know anything. So we as men should not let the women have all the fun. Shanna convinced me
Uh-oh.
to get a pedicure. And I was like, why would I do that? Like, I have no desire to sit in a chair
Mm-mm.
and have somebody do my feet. Like, that's just weird. And then I talked to my mom about it, and she was like, she's like, Larry used to do it all the time, which is a father figure that I had when I was growing up. She was like, he would go every time I'd get in there, he in there. I was like, all right. So Shanna convinced me to go to get a pedicure. So I did not clip my toenails for 2 weeks because she said they cut it. And I was like, okay. So I did it. I sat in the chair and I said, what do I do now? You put your feet in warm water and you soak them. They cut your toenails. They massage your feet, and you're sitting in a massage chair while this is happening.
Oof.
Gentlemen, I'm telling you,
You loved it.
do not scoff. I told Shanna I will never cut my toenails by myself ever again. I will go get a pedicure every time.
I don't even want to look at my own feet, Justin. I got somebody else to look at my feet like, that closely.
I have the foot of an athlete, so I know that my feet aren't great to look at. So I'm 100% sure, which was probably my biggest hesitation. But wow. Shout out to BNC Nails in Plum Borough. She took care of me. I will be going back to get a pedicure, and I highly recommend you gentlemen do that as well. It is a life changer.
I don't like people touching my feet. Like I'm not opposed to getting it done. I just don't like people touching my feet. Like I don't even like Jess touching my feet.
Jess
Well,
doesn't like touching your feet, I'm sure. So you guys are okay there.
Then that might be a problem for you. But I'm telling you, it's like getting a massage. It's very relaxing. It was fantastic. I highly recommend it. You should knock down all preconceived notions. Go in and do it. I promise
Consider
you.
it.
Like
Big Cat. Any thoughts on this?
It sounds like something that would be nice, especially like because it cleans up everything, it gets everything like right and healthy and all that stuff.
Scrubs the
But I don't
dead
know
skin off.
I don't know if I'm gonna make the appointment and go sit there.
That's
to
the
do
problem. It needs to be a Sour Plums field trip.
Hey, I'm in. I think we should do it. BNC Nails. I can set the appointment up.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to it, but I'm probably not going to go by myself and sit there and.
Yes, if I had some help, so
I say we do it. I say we do
Yeah,
a Sour
all right.
Plums field trip to BNC
They better
Nails.
get the grinder out for my toe.
warn them on the intake form.
Listen, you're going to need some clippers for these ones.
Get the sander.
Hey, we can admit women do a better job of taking care of themselves, right?
100%.
I mean, so
Yeah,
we should
for sure.
probably do more things that women do, right? Not everything, obviously.
Not everything.
I've tried to explain. I've tried to
Let's not
explain
get
to my
carried
girls.
away.
I've tried to explain to my girls that I have one bottle that has shampoo and conditioner in it, and they look at me like I'm an alien, like I have 2 heads. Like how do you do that?
I got away with that
Save-
while I
saves time.
had short hair, but now that I have long hair, that I get compliments on, by the way, I have to use shampoo and conditioner separately now. I can't get away with the one bottle for shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. I can't do that
3 in
anymore.
1. My boys love that.
The 3-in-1.
So that's the segment, right? That's the premise, Justin. You're going to give us some things that maybe we're not thinking about. Maybe only a certain minority of people do it, right? And it
Exactly.
should be more widespread.
The
Is that how
majority
it's
should
gonna-
know.
I like
That
it.
is the minority report.
So that's educational. Yeah,
So
I like it.
I do have a question. What color did you get your toenails painted?
She asked me if I wanted clear polish, and I was like, absolutely not. I draw the line there. I don't need a color. I don't need polish. I don't need anything. I just do the pedicure. Completely worth it.
Do they have that like that? It's not nail polish. It's not a color, but it helps like keep like any like cuticles down or anything.
Yeah, it's clear. It's a clear coating or a clear polish or something like that. But yes, they do have that, and I'm just like, no, I'm good. I don't need that.
Maybe next time you'll get that. Maybe
Sour Plums field trip. I might have to do. I'll see
All
what
right.
happens.
Let's make it happen. All right, I want to give one more quick shout out to our Sour Plum sponsors. Thank you to Continental Comb, Tresco Concrete, the Jen Mascaro Real Estate Team, and the Lulo's Pizzeria. Continental Comb Barbershop, a traditional barbershop servicing the area since 1973. Up to date on all the new styles and cuts. Call 412-795-7555 and mention Sour Plums for $5 off any service.
Tresco Concrete, the best concrete products on the market. Ready-mix concrete delivered to your door, guaranteed to get hard or your money back. And as always, their concrete is all natural, no supplements, and always 100% Viagra-free.
The Jen Mascaro team proudly supports the Sour Plums podcast. When it comes to selling your home promptly and at peak value, look no further than the expertise of the Jen Mascaro team. With over a decade of industry experience, we guarantee to guide you seamlessly through the process. For personalized assistance, contact us at 412-607-6318 or email jen.mascaro@cbrealty.com.
The Lulo's Pizzeria, serving up quality food, good grace, and burnt pizza since 2016. Local and woman-owned, located at 415 Unity Center Road in Plum. Call 412-795-1229 and mention Sour Plums for 10% off your order of $10 or more. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
All right, welcome back. Mike, what's the would you rather tonight?
All right. Would you rather have to yell every time you shit or have to shit every time someone yells?
Mike, I just want to let you know that I wanted to veto this topic. I just want that to be known, okay? But I also wanted to let the public know how many bad ideas you have that get vetoed and never make the air. And this would have been one of them, but I wanted to make a point. It's such a bad topic, but I'll say it's such an easy no-brainer too. Mike, do you think about it?
Are we not seeing that there's people now in the studio?
Hey, thanks for making it weird, Big Cat. You fucked up the whole segment. I'm done.
Just start over. I'll edit it.
Big Cat just wrecked the entire segment.
No, I didn't. I made it so much better.
We're so professional.
Do you want to start that over?
Is that a different question?
Yeah.
Just pick up where you
Big
left
Cat,
off, Drew.
Big Cat, we were flowing. I
Pick
blame
up where
Big
you
Cat
left
for this
off.
bullshit. I blame Big Cat for this bullshit.
You don't remember where you left off?
No.
No one acknowledged that somebody joined the studio.
That's what.
All
That's
right.
why I
Fucking
said wait. I was
professionals.
texting you.
Producer,
Guys,
kick him
we're-
out. You're
guys,
the producer. You're the
We're
producer.
not live, so these things can happen in the midst of the show here. I'm occasionally going to have to stop you three.
I'm crying.
Drew, what you were saying wasn't that funny anyways. You're lucky I
Fuck you,
saved
Big Cat.
you.
Fuck you, Big. I'll defer to
He
you.
doesn't want to
then.
do a shot.
Okay.
So, okay, let's start from the question. Would you rather have to yell every time you shit or have to shit every time someone else yells?
Who's picking the second one? Let's be honest.
Well, yeah. This is a no-brainer. First of all, it's a bad idea, Mike. This whole entire segment was a bad idea, but I let it slide because I wanted to prove to the people how many bad ideas you have on this show. Sometimes.
You're hold on. You're in the office. You're in the office and you're gonna have to go take a dump and you're gonna scream the whole time you're doing it in the office.
You
Hey,
said
Luke,
yell. You didn't say the whole time.
said-
First of all, I certainly believe that you at least have a mild case of Tourette's when you take a shit, Mike. I believe that. I believe that from day one I met you. Like that's been day one. So I cannot confirm, but also like Mike, you're going to. Look, you go to baseball games, you go to basketball games. People are yelling nonstop. You're going to explode immediately from having to hold that in to feel like you have to take a shit when people are yelling nonstop at sporting events. There's no way you're going to take that one, right? There's
Are
no
you
way.
wearing a diaper for the rest of your life? Like that's the only way you get away with that.
No, I don't think it's. I
that
don't
a
think it's
loophole? Is that a
immediate. I
loophole?
don't think it's immediate. I think like you have time to find a bathroom. You're not going to shit your pants, but you have to go like right away.
So you missed your kid's game?
I mean, if Jess is there, yeah, I'm going to miss all of them.
Where do you stand on this, Big Cat? Because I think Justin and I are in the same camp. There's no way you take the second choice here. No way.
I'm taking the second one because I remember vividly my family cutting out an article in the Oakmont Advanced Leader that there was a police response to somebody yelling, screaming, carrying on. It was somebody crapping like in our neighborhood. They got the cops called on them because they were being so loud and egregious.
Big Cat, is that real?
Are you fucking with us right now?
Absolutely real. Absolutely real. It was loud screaming because the person was crapping. So I remember that. And I don't want to be in the newspaper every time I yell. So I can deal with, I hear some yelling and I just go relieve myself in the bathroom.
Absolutely
Instead
not.
of
No way.
yelling and
Absolutely
screaming when I have to take a dump.
Hey, loophole guy, how about you yell internally while you shit? No one's gonna know.
No, you can't do that. No, that's not a loophole. That's cheating.
That's not cheating. You didn't say yell audibly. You said yell. It
Yeah.
didn't say anything about an external yell.
True.
Oh, that's crap. That's
nope.
no,
that
that's
shit
not,
is what
no.
we're talking about.
No.
I win.
I'm with Justin. When I read this, I thought about it for 2 seconds. I'm like, who would take the second? Who would take that?
Second choice is so stupid.
I didn't know
If
in
you're
Oakmont 24 years ago, there was a shitter who screamed so loud the cops were called. I had no idea.
The
that
shouting
exists.
shitter.
That's
The shouting
unreal.
shitter strikes again. News at 11.
Oh man! All right, Mike. That might have been better than I gave you credit for. That worked out. We got to destroy you again.
to take a line from Drew when you said you were going to veto it. It's cute that you think you have that power.
Oh,
All right, I'm done with this topic.
Andy, is it time to drop the grammar hammer?
It is, Justin, and I only have one word for you this week, and I'm going to admit up front, the reason I only have one word is I think it's worth some discussion because I think I mispronounced the word myself on the
God.
regular. So
Can't
yeah,
wait for Mike to pronounce this one.
so all right, as the rule goes, Mike, and I'm. What was that?
That was him laughing.
Ugh, terrible. I'm gonna spell one word, and you're gonna pronounce it, Mike. Write this down if you need to.
Okay.
LONGEVITY. Does everybody have that?
LON
Spell it back to me, Mike.
longevity.
Say it again.
Longevity.
Big Cat.
Longevity.
Justin.
Longevity.
Say it.
Longevity.
I think the only one that got it wrong was Big Cat tonight. Wow. And I'll tell you why we got it wrong, Big Cat, because I admit I say it the wrong way. And maybe Mike had to think about it here. We say it because the way we say it, longevity, we're pronouncing a single G twice. Long, there's one G. Jevity, there's two. That's very common mispronunciation, and I'm guilty of it. If there was a second G, go for it, right? We can do that. But one G, we can't pronounce this one letter twice. And that's what we did. Mike, I just got to say, like, you turned the page tonight. Like, I felt like you said that correctly.
He did. Sun shines in a dog's ass every once in a while.
I didn't even get it wrong this week, and you're still coming at me.
Mike, it's too much. I know. I'm sorry, but I thought for sure you get this wrong. But today, Big Cat, I'm admitting that I say it wrong. So that's big of me, right? Because
you've grown.
I could have just made fun of Big Cat. I could have made fun of Big Cat, but no,
Definitely.
I didn't. Now, if it was
I don't
Mike,
think I'm going to change it.
if
I don't think
Mike,
I'm going to change the way I say it.
no, you won't. If Mike mispronounced, I still would have made fun of him. But that's just the way we do it.
Appreciate the vote of confidence.
All right, Mike. Let's go to blind rankings. Again, this is the blind rankings. This is where you throw out 5 items within one category, and we rate them 1 to 5 without knowing what's next, right? 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. But there's a catch tonight, right, Mike?
There is a catch tonight. But before we get to the catch, we have a few special guests, and I'll introduce them real quick. So we have Lily, Ayers, Kay, and Penny. Lily, Ayers, and Kay, they are three of, and notice I said three of, not the three of the stars of the Plum 6th grade basketball team and this weekend's Kick-Off Classic, the Plum Chaos team. And then Penny is going in the 4th grade, also playing in her second Kick-Off Classic this coming weekend. So the twist this week is I have 5 slang terms, today's slang terms, and the girls are going to rank them in their favorite number 1 to 5, and then we are going to rank them in our least favorite 1 to 5.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll go Drew, Justin, Big Cat, and then the girls.
Yep.
The first word, suck. And I'll give you a little definition because some of these I didn't know what they meant. So the first one is sus, which is short for suspicious, describing a person or situation.
So 1 being least favorite.
1 being least favorite.
Sus. When my kid was saying sus all the time, it's annoying, but I'll put it right in the middle. Sus. 3.
I don't hate sus.
I at least know what it means. At least get
right,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that one. I'll put sus at 4.
That's your sus.
Your mom is sus.
Yeah, Justin. Yeah, Justin.
Big Cat.
I'm gonna put sus at 3. It's getting old. It's not that relevant anymore, but it's still a good one.
All right, now girls, remember you're putting these in your order of favorite to least favorite. So Lily,
what's my
sus.
favorite? 1. Patty,
1's the favorite, 5's the least favorite.
I put sus at 3. I put sus at 4. I put sus at 3. I put sus at 3.
Consensus, almost.
All right, next one. Slay. Doing a good job. These girls would say,
Slay, really
as a soccer coach, I slay.
Doubtful.
Oh, slay. He slays. I'll put that at 2.
I'll put slay at 3. Doesn't bother me.
Big
I'll
Cat.
put slay at 2. I was thinking it was between 1 and 2. I'm gonna put it at 2 though. I don't use it ever.
Lily.
I put slay at 4. I put slay at 3. I put slay at 2. I put slay at 1. Slay girly pops. I just want to say I regret telling my dad slay. Ever. Yeah.
Yes. Well, but I was going to say that point. They brought it up there. Like, I feel like that's very much a girl thing to other girls. Like, slay girl, like, like, yes, queen. Like, right? I don't ever see my son on the basketball court saying "slay boy." Like he would get knocked out. I mean, he would. I might do that this year. If I hear him say something.
My God!
Imagine if he scores, I go slay
X. He's gonna kill you.
All right, so this one I gotta admit, I just heard this one for the first time like a week or 2 ago from Ayers. So. And it is the term is ate that, and if it's really good, it's ate that.
That means it's really good
and left no crumbs. And it's when someone does an excellent
really well
job at something. Yeah,
ate that
and left no crumbs.
I kind of like that. I'll go 4.
I'm going to put that at 2.
I'm putting that at 1. I would not use that.
Dad, actually, the term's ate that up. I ate that up.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, is it? It's one.
See, I got it wrong.
Yeah, gross. I put ate that up at 2. I put ate that up as 2 as well. I put ate that up at 4. I put ate that up and left no crumbs as 2.
All right.
Make sure you guys get my good side.
This is audio.
I don't know
we're
who
good.
that is. We're really.
All right. Next one, bra, which would just be short for bro.
I'm gonna put that at 5 as my favorite because, like, I'll say it to my daughters. I'll say it to anybody. I'll say it to people I shouldn't say it to. And I said it like when my son was saying it to his friends. I said it, and that kind of stopped them from saying it. So I took joy in that. So I used it, but then I started using it too. So I'll take it. I'll put that.
Wait, but do you say bra or do you say bro?
Bro.
Bruh.
It's definitely
Bruh.
Like I'll look at, they'll do something.
right.
I'll be like, bruh. Yeah. Right. Like what the hell are you doing?
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh is 5.
Mike, I'm hip
Alright.
as shit. I am hip as shit.
That statement was sus.
Imagine.
I'm going with bruh at 5 because I still use that and I use it with my son all the time. Like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yep.
So that is definitely a 5.
Which one?
Deuce.
Which
Kenyon
one's
too, but
Deuce again? Not Kenyon, the other one.
correct. Big Cat.
I'm gonna put bra at 5, but I'm gonna specifically say that I use it in like a bruh, like the meme sound, the Vine sound. Someone failed, and you're like, bruh.
Lily.
Me? Yeah.
That's your
Yeah.
name.
I put bro at number 1. I put bro as number 1. I put bro at number 1. Sadly, I had to put bro at number 4.
Penny found out that she went came hot, out of the gates a little hot.
I did. And I'm coming out of the gates.
All right.
I'm coming out of the gates pretty. On my feet.
All right. Last one. I don't know if I'm saying this right. So, Justin or the girls, you can correct me. Finna. Gonna do
Finna?
the definition is gonna do something. I'm
finna do
gonna.
that.
I
I'm
love
finna
how
do
you.
that.
I love how you asked Justin or the girls.
He's
What was
done
that,
every,
Mike?
he's done every other one so far.
Oh, is that why? I love
That's
why.
exactly why.
I have to make
He's
an
right on
admission
both
here.
counts.
I'll have to make an admission. I'm glad it's 1. I hate it, but I also hate it because to this day I still try to say it to piss my son off, and I always say fitna, and I never get it. I never say it right, and it actually pisses them off more, which is actually a win for me. Fitna, I'm fitna. I'm
Stop
fitna.
adding letters.
Yeah.
There's no T in there. Finn is going to be at 1 for me because it's the only place I have left.
Do you agree with it there?
Yeah, I'm good with it there.
I'm gonna put that at 4 and not say it at all. So I wish I could put it somewhere else, but I can't.
All right, girls, I got to say, you all have it at 5. That's the only thing you all have left. But I have not heard any of you say that one before.
I don't know what it means. Because why use it?
Justin will explain it.
You're going to do something. I'm finna cook
I'm
this
about to eat
dinner.
that
I'm finna. There you go. I'm finna eat this up.
Finna cook. But
There you go.
There
There you go. I'm finna cook, bro. There you go. There you go. Put them all together.
Justin, don't ever say that again.
Oh, well, now I'm going to say it all the time in front
Justin,
of
you
Penny.
slay.
I appreciate you, Penny. I appreciate
The
you.
rest of you don't. I think
Oh.
slay. Except for my dad. My dad doesn't slay at all.
I thought I ate this
Appreciate
up and
it.
the crumbs.
That's
Yeah,
really
I guess
sauce.
not.
Well, I know what my next segment from Minority Report is going to be.
Quickly, I'll give my rankings.
Guys.
Number 1, my least favorite. Lily already said it. They call me bra all the time, and I want to throw them through a wall. Finna, I don't like that one at all. Sus, and I hear it a lot, so it's kind of starting to get annoying, but I don't mind it that much. Slay, Ayers tells me all the time that I slay, so I love
You
it.
say the dinner slay
I
every
think
single
you
night.
slay.
I think we slay 24/7, Mike. Coach Mike.
Oh,
See, that's-
look at that.
So next time we have laps, Ayers is getting out of laps.
What? Dad,
No laugh.
I said you're getting out of them.
Yay! Dad, when you cook dinner, you
And
always say
then-
this dinner slays.
I do. It does.
Shocking.
And then my last one is Ate That. That's my favorite one because I just heard it for the first time 2 weeks ago. If I hear it a lot more, I'm probably gonna get annoyed with it. But
Eat that.
But this
You ate that
segment-
up.
I ate that and left no crumbs.
This is why old people
Could not
shouldn't
have
say
sounded any whiter.
our generation words. Especially my dad. He has gray hair. Oh.
Damn. Strays
Wow.
left and right.
And he ate
All right. And on that note,
crumbs.
girls, thank you for joining us. Go to bed.
I recently heard a new saying that's going to be coming out. Just put the fries in the bag. So
Really?
look out
What does
for
that
that one.
mean?
Yeah. Like, just get on with it. Just do your
Just put
job.
the fries in the bag.
Get
all right.
on with it. Like, to stop talking to me, stop yapping at me. Just put the fries in the bag. It's a little long of a sentence, so I'm wondering if these Gen Zers will get it shorter. But that's what I hear is a new saying.
Bag them fries.
Mike, do we have any voicemails tonight?
We have one this week.
Oh, I wonder who that's from.
People of Plum, it's me, Jim McBride, long-time listener, first-time caller. Welcome to Jimmy's Inside Scoop. I'm just coming to clarify a terrible error that was made in the last episode. Sweet Tooth did not run Twisted Metal. It was actually Calypso. Sweet Tooth was just simply a regular character. He was the most popular, but he was just a regular character. So, Justin, expect a full apology. Carry on, boys. Bye.
He is
Yeah,
correct.
it doesn't feel so
was
good when you're the one
Calypso.
catching shade, does it?
I made a minor error about a video game from 20 years ago. That's on me. My bad.
Did you
James,
say a
you are
minority
correct.
error?
I was going to ask the same thing. That's probably not.
I'll eat that one.
So that's the only voicemail we had. I had nothing to say about that for Jimmy because I had nothing to do with that video game. I've never played it. Twisted Metal, right? Is that what it was?
Correct. Yep.
I feel like that was all for Justin this week.
Yep,
so
that was aimed at me, and
let him take it.
I'll take it. It's all good.
I do have a shout out tonight. I don't know if you guys do. Feel free
I
to
do.
chime in after. I do have a shout out for the Plum Mustang Foundation that awarded $7,000 in grants to faculty and staff at Plum. Again, that organization continues to do amazing things. I know a lot of us are involved in it, but I know the feedback we got from the staff and faculty was incredible. Very happy about it. So again, just a group of great people doing great things in the community.
Hell yeah. I do have two shout outs.
We already talked to.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Mike.
go ahead.
Age Before
You
Beauty.
got your nails painted.
Oh, wait,
Oh
I'm
my
older.
God.
Never mind. My two shout outs are to the 24 boys that were selected for the Plum Middle School soccer team. They have a new coach this year. It's Coach Danny Fisher. He is his first year coaching. He suffered an injury in the coaches game on Sunday, so hopefully he's walking okay. But my son, along with a few of his teammates, were selected for the team. So shout out to Kenyon, Pax, Nate, and the rest of the Plum Raptors, Rhino, Brady that made the team. So congrats to you guys. And then when I gave a shout out a couple weeks ago, I shouted out Bryce Nabosny for being selected to the Big 60 event at Spooky Nook. He competed this past, I believe it was the end of July, and he did well enough that he was selected to the Cream of the Crop event. That is the happening October 27th. They took the top 40 from that Big 60 event, and they are bringing them back for another event. He was selected along with Max Grice, both from Plum. So they did a write-up for the Cream of the Crop event for October 27th. Max Grice of Plum, unlimited range on the 3-ball with size, stat stuffer, makes the right play. And then Bryce Nabosny, also of Plum, nice combo guard, scores the ball a variety of ways, nice and open court. So congratulations to Max and Bryce on making the Big 40 event.
Congrats, boys.
We already talked about this tonight, but do want to just give a shout out to all the volunteers getting ready that started tonight. Well, the board has been working on this for the past few weeks, but all the volunteer hours that start tonight, getting the fields ready for the Kick-Off Classic. I mean, it's just countless hours go into getting the tents up and the fields ready and painted and the goals put together and all that kind of stuff. And then, everything starts to happen, I think, around 5 o'clock on Friday night. Games every hour from, 8 a.m. till like 9 p.m., I think they go. I mean, it's all day. But it is, if you have not been to the Kick-Off Classic before, even if you don't like soccer, it is a thing to see. It is awesome. Like Fred said, you go somewhere and you say you're from Plum, and everybody says, "Oh, Kick-Off Classic, we've played in that before." Like it's a pretty big event. I want to say that it's pushing the largest. I don't think that they like to say this, but I'll say it. I think it's the largest single community soccer tournament in the country. Definitely in Western PA, but I'm thinking there's not too many that get to the numbers they do in the country. So it is an awesome event. If you can get out there this weekend, even for a couple games, you will see some really good soccer.
Yeah, all good stuff. Good luck to the boys and girls from Plum that are participating in that event this weekend. It'll be good. I have been there before. Yeah, I've been there before just to watch friends, kids play, and it is an amazing event. It really is good. And I don't have kids in soccer. It's still just good, fun to go watch.
Go Plum Chaos, Mike. Is that what Chaos is playing?
Lily's team is Chaos. They their 9-year year they won. I think their second year they took second place, and then last year they got eliminated in the semifinals. Penny's team they lost in the semifinals last year, I think, so they are looking for redemption this year. Either way, it's a lot of fun. Gonna watch some good soccer.
Hell yeah, let's go Plum Raptors. We've all gotten to the championship game twice. We have not won it yet, so hopefully we can get a win this year.
The best part is if you win, Fred does take the whole team out for Dairy Queen.
Oh, that's cool.
For every team that wins.
Extra treat.
Not to put them on the spot. Yeah.
Now I'm extra motivated.
All right, boys. Well, thanks for a good show tonight. Another good show. And thank you for listening to Sour Plums. Like this episode, subscribe to our channel on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcast. Share if you care. We're out.